HefTV. YouTube.com/HefTV.
Isn't it possible I'm just a person? I'm none of those labels. Maybe I'm just a person. A person just as important and as valid as anybody else that's calling me that shit, or anybody else that's fucking posting that shit in the comment section. Just as important as valid as the person who's watching this goddamn video right now. Maybe we're all equal. Maybe we're all just as fucking sane. Maybe we're just fucking crazy people walking around in a world that doesn't make any sense, trying to make fucking sense of it, just trying to minimize the damage we do to everybody else. Maybe that's what I am. Maybe I'm none of those fucking labels. Maybe I'm just an empathic, kind, caring person who's trying to make sense of this crazy fucking world.
Top of the morning to you, YouTube. It's your buttery voiced host, HefTV, which means today is Friday and podcast day. Joined by me, as always, is this guy.
Elite Zumbles.
And we were missing a Mike and Alyssa today. Mikey wasn't feeling too well. We're not sure what's up with Alyssa, so it's me and Tums today.
Yeah, man.
It is. Just me and Tums today.
Yep.
You had a good New Year? Hope everybody out there had a good New Year.
Yeah,
I know I did.
did.
We're in 2020 now, so I guess that would make this the first official podcast of 2020.
Yeah. Would, yeah.
Ironically, this is number 20 of the podcasts.
Holy shit.
Which is pretty neat.
That's pretty
Because,
cool.
yeah, the last ones we did, I think, were where you did one with me and then I did one with Mike, and that was like 19 part A and part B. So this is technically the first one. So number 20. Whatever.
When I was always a little kid, like when it came to New Year's, like as a little kid, I would like take a nap during the day to help me stay awake.
Oh, okay.
Now that I'm an adult, I'm just like, I'm going to bed.
Yeah.
And it's like 10:30.
Yeah, it's like, I'm not going to, I didn't make it.
I'm just like, I don't feel like it.
Yeah, it's what's the point? It'll still be the new year.
2020 will still be here tomorrow.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's not like it's going away anytime soon.
Nope.
Yeah, but yeah, hopefully you guys again had a safe and happy New Year. Hopefully you were able to catch out the HefTV year rewind for 2019, which I'll link at the end of this video.
And if you haven't, I absolutely love it.
Thanks, man. Yeah, no, it's entertaining, and it didn't really touch on everything we did, but I think I hit most of the key points.
Awesome, yeah.
On everything. Yeah, so a couple things I wanted to talk about today. First is I'm a little bummed that McJuggernuggets is leaving YouTube. I mean, he's just going over to Storyfire, and I have Storyfire anyway, but McJuggernuggets was a huge kick in the pants for me to get going and, like, start taking content creating, seriously, and just start hammering stuff out. And there was a time when I watched him, daily. It was when I pretty much stopped watching TV and just started watching YouTube all the time.
Yeah, I don't have that option. I have to watch YouTube.
Yeah, that's fair. But no, it was it's sad. He's put almost 14 years into it. Had some really great runs and stuff, but it's kind of sad seeing somebody that you looked up to and somebody that you're used to seeing stuff being put out, whether it's the greatest or not.
Yeah.
Just still seeing stuff being put out, at least on YouTube. And like I said, I have Storyfire. You should go download that app. It's pretty awesome. But I don't think they have one for a console yet. So that's what I'm waiting for, to seriously get all lit on Storyfire. But until then, I'm hoping he's keeping his channel around and stuff, because there's still, stuff I could watch on there. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
But so, I guess that's pretty much all. It was just kind of a sad thing. But whatever, he's going to have a good time on Storyfire, and he'll be able to do a lot more than he could on YouTube, so that's good.
One door closes, another one opens.
Exactly. And he was like one of the creators of the app too, so it's,
Well then, I mean, hey, all the best to him. That's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. So McJuggernuggets, we will miss you, because I'm sure you're watching this, but we will miss you, and good luck on Storyfire. I will follow you on over there, along with Big Brother and Uncle Larry and all that, so have no fear, I'll still be watching. The other one was the first annual Scumbag of the Year award. Now, this is going to go for 2019. It will not be for 2020. So it'll be the 2019 Scumbag of the Year. Actually, it's a tight running with that.
What?
Well, I could think of somebody who did something way worse in 2019 that's not just about what I'm about to say. that probably deserves it much more, Scumbag of the Year award for 2019.
Oh.
So he probably gets it, to be sure. But that goes without saying. But the one I really wanted to get to was there was some footage on a Juicehead video from Fallout 76 where he like stole the kid's stuff, like because you can do that on PC. You can just take people's shit apparently with one of the new mods or something like that.
Oh, that's nice.
So he took it, and the kid is like, it's like heartbreaking to listen to. I showed it to you yesterday, and the kid is like crying, and is just so, he's like, I thought we were friends and stuff like that, and it was shitty. So whoever you are out there, man, fuck you hard, and you somehow got it, the 2019 Scumbag of the Year award. You're a piece of shit, man. You're stealing from kids and making them cry and just let it. Wow.
It always like I forget who it was, but years ago there was of course there was hacking on Call of Duty.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was Call of Duty. And I forget who the hell it was who said it. They were like, "You're literally breaking the law for a video game." Like, who does that, man? Like,
Scumbags.
Breaking the law for a video game is just to further yourself in the video game, and you're breaking the law. Like, dude, get out of your mom's basement.
Yeah, exactly. Go outside and see the sun.
Or do what I do and just move upstairs.
Right? Or get nice. Oh my god, yeah, it's ridiculous, man. It's fucking disgusting, and it's just getting worse too.
And dude, like it's so stupid. Like, I mean, yeah, the little kid was like, he was crying. He was like, I heard him in the video. He was like, he spent hours trying to get that armor set and stuff, and it's just like, you're breaking the law for a video game, like.
And there's no bans either for all this hacking and shit. Like, Bethesda hasn't done any ban waves yet.
Like, oh, well, that's cool.
Duping items, however, they're quick as fuck to hand out ban hammers. They're slamming that ban hammer down, bro, left and right. And then they actually went back and rescinded a lot of those bans after, like, initial ban, like, months down the line. But they haven't done a damn thing about this yet. You know? Bethesda's easily, like, up there with EA as, like, the worst game people in the business right now.
Yeah.
That sucks. It really sucks.
Did you watch the other Juicehead video that said that he thinks that 2020 is going to be a good year for Bethesda?
No, does he really? Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, it can't get much worse for him than 2019
They're already like, deep in the hole, so they literally have nowhere to go up unless they brought a shovel.
Yeah.
Which,
and even then,
they probably did bring a shovel, but they're just they're like testing out the dirt to see if they could.
But it's a creation engine shovel, so it's like old and outdated, and they're just gonna keep using it so they can milk it for all it's worth. Yeah, well, I mean, they'd have to pull some crazy tricks off in order to get back into a lot of the fan. I mean, I think there's a certain percentage of people that are just not gonna forgive them, and are just like totally like, you guys screwed up hard, like hard, and just didn't learn a lesson at all.
So funny. It was like, this whole shit with Bethesda, dude. Like, goddamn, that they are a shitty company, man.
Yep,
they really are, and it kills because I mean Bethesda, they release Skyrim, they release
all the Elder Scrolls stuff, the good ones.
They released all these AAA titles and. They became a AAA title company, and then Fallout 76 happened, and...
I think it was in the works before Fallout 76. I think Fallout 76 was just kind of like the straw that broke the camel's back.
Yeah.
And was just like... it went largely unchanged for the better part of the year, from, like, November 2018 to, like, almost November 2019. I mean, they did change some stuff, but every time they would change something, they would screw something else up, or they would bring back something else that they had fixed and had been patched out.
That when Wasteland Rangers comes out, it's going to be, that saving grace that Bethesda needs desperately.
What do you think?
Personally, I don't think there's going to be. I don't think there's going to be an end game boss. I don't think so. Is there going to be new stuff introduced? Yes. I mean, we've obviously.
I mean, do you think it's going to be the saving grace?
No.
No, I don't either. In fact, I would go so far as to say it's probably going to muck up a whole lot of other things when they introduce it. Because this isn't just like some silly like patch where they've proven incapable to do it before.
Yeah, it's like a soft launch.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. I mean, it has yet to be seen, but I do not have high hopes for it.
Well, I mean, Bethesda, if you're hearing this, like, you gotta do something now on the hackers, banning people and stuff before Wastelanders comes out, because I can tell you right now, there's going to be an explosion of hackers and people who are going to break Wastelanders into eternity. And if something isn't done now, then it's just gonna get horribly worse later. And there's a lot of people that, even the YouTuber HefTV that I watched.
Yep.
He's relying on Wastelanders to be a saving grace, because otherwise, you have like, I saw one yesterday, level 441. I was just like, well, why? What do you do that's fun besides?
Just go around and trounce everything.
Yeah, just go around like what? You fist fight Deathclaw? Like, I do that too. I get more fucked up than what that guy.
Yeah, than he did. Would. Yeah, but oh man.
Oh my god! Like, what is there to look forward to? Like, I'm level 90, and I don't feel like continuing this story mode, because the reason why is because when I tried doing this story mode, my game would crash every single time, and it's stupid because you have all these people who are high levels who are just like, oh, well, we want, tougher enemies to fight and stuff. And it's just like, okay, but at the same point, like, you have, players, I'm not saying seasoned veterans like myself, I'm nowhere near a veteran. But you have someone like myself who's actually thinking, well, since there is so much shit going on with Bethesda, I might as well try and do some of the story mode. But I can't even go into the DMV because, dear God, like, as soon as you walk in, there's, like 30 ghouls that are just like, hey, bro.
Monster closet.
You're in the wrong part of town.
Yeah, so I don't think Wastelanders is going to help much of anything. Everybody's talking about Starfield, and I'm just like, why do you people think that's going to be any different? I actually never even
heard of Starfield until Juice said something about it, and I was like, what? Starfield?
Yeah, that's been in the works for a long time. But anyway, I think they're a terrible company and they're in a lot of trouble, and you still have not gotten your jacket yet from them, have you?
Still have not gotten it.
Disappointing, Bethesda. Disappointing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was lame. Yeah. Oh, man. How dangerous is it that McDonald's has those sausage McMuffins for $2?
Oh, dude.
With egg. That's dangerous. I'm pretty sure McDonald's is trying to kill us. It's like, hey, guys, you like tasty,
You like tasty food?
Yeah.
You like food that's gonna kill you?
Yeah.
Wait, what was that?
What? Yeah.
Oh, no, you guys like food? Yeah. Here you go.
Yeah, it's only $2 for one of these. It's like, oh, well, okay. Only $2. It's only $2. Only. It's like, yeah, that's dangerous, but delicious. Deliciously dangerous.
Yeah. Deliciously, they're dangerously
dangerously delicious. There we go. Oh man. Yeah, so is that the holidays are over, done with? Everybody can take a breather now. There's nothing really crazy. What's that?
W2s.
W2s, yeah, that's true.
We have to look forward to that now.
That's true.
Dude, I was in Walmart yesterday, and there's Valentines Day stuff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they were putting it up at the...
I'm like, what are you... No, stop it. Oh, no. What are you... No.
It doesn't even matter, dude. Holiday days happen to fall on months that they start, months prior to it, or even just a month prior to it setting up for. I mean, it's not as bad as, Christmas, where, as soon as October is midway through, Christmas stuff is up, and even before that,
What day is Valentine's Day on?
February 14th? Friday, February 14th, I believe.
Oh, Friday?
I believe.
Awesome. Cool. As if I'm not already violent enough.
Exactly. No, we'll have the Miserable Bastard podcast. It'll be great. We'll just sit here and we'll just yell about all the stupid people that are in love and fucking...
Mike and Alyssa.
Mike and Alyssa will just throw, like, animal crackers at him and stuff the whole time. It's like, stop being happy.
Stop it.
Knock it off. You throw a chair. Yeah! Oh, man.
Yeah, throw a chair at him.
Yeah, so that'll be something fun to look forward to. A couple of curmudgeons just sitting around fucking bitching about Valentine's Day. That sounds like fun, doesn't it?
Yeah, I actually, I wear a gas mask. Actually.
Oh, because love is in the air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I get it.
I always wear a gas mask.
Nobody questions them either. It's weird. You just walk around in a gas mask. People are like, hey, Tom. You're like, Valentine's Day already, huh?
Valentine's Day, huh? It's like, yeah, so love is like neurotoxins, and if love is in the air, I ain't breathing that shit in.
Mm-hmm. No. Yeah, so that's coming. But yeah, other than like W2s and like nobody, let's be honest, dude, I don't think really anybody looks forward to Valentine's Day. I don't even think people that are together look forward to Valentine's Day. It's like, oh great, now I have to spend money on this other person.
Yeah. Every year, and I love doing this every year, and I'm going to do it again this year. I go to Walmart closer towards Valentine's Day when those boyfriends are in the doghouse with their girlfriend, and they find the biggest stuffed animal that they can find. The biggest one. And I always walk by it, and I'm like, you're in the doghouse, aren't you?
I'd be like, what'd you do, man? Like, the bigger the stuffed animal, the worse offense he committed. There's some dude with a 10-foot tall penguin. You're like, oh, bro, I don't even want to know what you did. Yeah, it's like,
oh, you had sex with the sister? Yeah, I understand the stuffed animal.
Yeesh.
It's like, oh, what did you do? Murder.
Murder. It's like, and you're getting her something? That's dedication right there. Yeah, so that's...
Miserable Bastard Podcast.
The Miserable Bastard Podcast.
Awesome.
That is what it will
We're
be called.
We're going to get animal crackers, throw at Mike and
we will. Oh, no, you know what we got to do is we got to get those little heart things. The little heart candies that taste like chalk and just fucking... That's even more insulting. Like, we'll write our own messages on it, like, get bent and shit, and just fucking peg it at him.
Piss off.
Yeah, piss off. Love isn't real. I'll freaking wet it with my tears real quick before throwing it so it sticks. Oh man, I hate Valentine's Day.
Oh man, me too.
They got the Super Bowl. You're looking forward to that too.
Yeah. Right now it's probably look at anything. Then again, I don't know who can be in the Super Bowl. I have no idea. I'm pretty sure it's any two teams or whatever, AFC, NFC, whatever. But I think it's probably going to be like... well, I know one for sure is going to be the Patriots. The Patriots are going to be in the Super Bowl again, and it's... and
it seems like they're always in the Super Bowl. Like, I'm saying that, I'm just like, aren't they always in the Super Bowl, the Pats?
The AFC or the NFC, I don't even know the teams, but if I had to pick any two teams, and this is not... NFC, AFC related, it would either be the Patriots and the 49ers, or the Patriots and... What was the team that's like 11-0? I can't think off the top of my head.
I couldn't tell you, even if there was a dude holding the sign up in front of me, I'd be like, what? I think there's a shoelace on there. I don't even know.
But yeah, maybe some like the Patriots and the 49ers. Those are two teams that are doing really good. Jeff's team is actually doing pretty well, the Chiefs.
Oh, are they the Chiefs? Good.
Mm-hmm.
Not Super Bowl good though, right?
I don't know. Actually, you know what? Let me check this.
Don't worry, don't really care all that much.
Was
just making. For anybody who doesn't know, I honestly couldn't care less about sports.
I was gonna watch the Fish Bowl for 3.5 hours, but
oh, that's right, the Fish Bowl.
No TV, so can't do it.
Could you? No, I guess not, huh?
I'm just gonna watch my dog for 3.5 hours. Sit there and.
You should put like a football helmet on Odie. And then just watch him go around and stuff and see what he does. And then that'll be like the doggy bowl.
I'm going to tackle him and stuff.
You're going to tackle him?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, he can't bite you. He's got the helmet on. So You can tackle him and
Yeah, right?
you'd be good.
Wouldn't have anything to worry about.
No, not at all. Odie's a good dog, though. But yeah, that's too bad. Not gonna be able to watch the fishbowl.
Yeah.
Freaking...
I'm pretty sure, like, the fishbowl was created by, like, stoners.
Probably.
I'm pretty sure.
I like to think that most things were.
I mean, dude, it's literally goldfish.
Like, look at the beanbag chair.
Right?
Take some
was
styrofoam beads, put them in a bag, and then he sits and he's like, oh.
Well, alright then.
And that's it.
The guy who invented the pet rock.
Yeah, that's true. Ben and Jerry.
Good God.
They're stoners.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, they have...
They would have to be.
They have an ice cream flavor called Half-Baked. So,
I believe I've had that too, actually.
I recently tried the Cherry Garcia one.
Not a fan.
It was alright. I mean, it wasn't an overpowering cherry flavor.
Okay, so it was a little more subtle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which I like that. If it's overpowering, no thank you.
Yeah, it's too much, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a big cherry fan, but I can respect that if it's subtle. Not like the lemon candy last night that just kind of bled everywhere.
Oh my God, dude.
That thing went everywhere.
That was scary. Like, I bit into it and it's just like yellow and I'm like, am I gonna die? Am I gonna face death today?
I'll put editor Hefty, put a clip of that in right here.
Is that lemon?
I don't know. Is it good?
I don't know.
Are we gonna continue? Okay. Cool. Thanks, dude. Yeah, and like I said, not a whole lot else crazy happening besides that. Weather's been pretty good. Knock on wood.
The weather has been good, especially like with they said the potential with the ice and stuff. People in my job were just like, "Are you guys prepared for this ice storm?"
Yeah.
Like, pretending that it's gonna be like the next apocalypse.
And it really wasn't at all.
And I'm like, I have a nemesis on my porch called a rock salt.
Right? I'll be fine, I'm pretty sure. I mean, the worst one I know that we've had so far was that like 2-3 feet of snow that we got that one week.
Where it
or
dropped
that
in,
2
like,
days where it was like
yeah.
the Sunday and the Monday and it dropped like almost 3 feet of snow on us.
Yep.
That was probably the worst it's been
That
so far. And by that same token, I hope that's the worst it's going to get all year. Because I'm not a big fan of winter.
Yeah, that was bad.
It was bad. It was
really
definitely bad.
It was like, we left work early Sunday night because...
You good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good. We left work early Sunday night because, like, that's when the snow was falling.
Yeah.
Like, that's, like, when it started and stuff, and we were just like, yo, like, we have to leave early. Like, it's dangerous road conditions out there. My boss was like, alright, yeah, fine, no problem. Or, no, we stayed open all day on Sunday.
Did you? Was it Monday you closed early?
Monday,
I remember you closed early
Monday
one of the days. Okay.
It was Monday. And, you know, it just really sucked. It's like, I'm looking outside, I'm seeing the snow pile up, and, like, I'm looking at an empty parking lot for, like, easily an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Yeah, and he's just hemorrhaging money.
And I'm like, dude, like, we're losing more money than we are gaining money. Like, you have to pay for the lights on, you have to pay for the stuff on the shelves, you have to pay the employees. Like, if you're not making, like, $400 an hour, you're pretty much fucked.
Yep.
And you're barely making $2 an hour.
Maybe.
If that.
Didn't you want something about customers or something like that you were telling me about yesterday?
Oh, yeah. So,
I almost forgot about that. I was like, wait, there was something Thomas really wanted to talk about. I was like, what the hell was it? They started talking about work. I'm like, oh, right.
This one, I want to know your reaction, because my reaction, I was kind of like, I was taken off. I was taken off for a while when I was told this.
Okay.
So I'm at the counter. This woman comes down the ramp. Hi, how are you today, ma'am? I'm like, Okay.
Does she look at you while she's doing that?
No, she just looked off into space.
Okay.
And I was like, can I help you with anything?
Okay.
I'm like, right, I'm gonna go back to clean stuff in my case. Alright. And then she's like, he peed. And I was like, I'm sorry, what? He peed. Who? Oh, my son. Your son just peed? Yeah, he peed all over your floor. I'm like...
Oh, that's great.
What? I'm like,
Here's
I'm gonna
a
go
mop.
grab a mop. And I went back, and all the mop heads were
Frozen. Oh, no. Oh,
so
no.
I had to get on my hands and knees and clean up this kid's mess.
No. Why didn't you just take the mop over to the sink and just rinse it with some hot water real quick?
I'm not trying to be gross, but there was a lot.
Of pee?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So I said to myself, I'm just like, and and she didn't. So
did she apologize or
no,
anything? No, stop for real.
She just she actually continued on, went and did more shopping. Yeah.
She just told you that her son pissed in the store.
Yeah. Yep. And she went to get produce. She got a couple of things of cookies. One of the register. Oh, he peed again.
No, stop
man,
it.
Do you want to take your kid outside, please? Please, for the
He peed again?
Yeah.
How much piss does this kid hold?
And I said to myself, I'm just like, dude, what the fuck? Like, I can understand the kids learning how to potty train, but even at that, they have, like, pull-ups or whatever.
Yeah.
And that catches more, and that's why, like, that couldn't be an option because there was a lot of piss, and he peed twice. And so then I thought to myself, well, maybe, I'm like, well, maybe this kid, they didn't have enough, they didn't have pull-ups and we're just winging it.
You look and you turn into an 18-year-old standing in the corner like, fuck you, dude.
and like maybe he peed like that. Like, maybe he did. But I was like, that's gotta be impossible because, like, he was wearing clothing and stuff, so, like, and I'm just like, dude, this kid, like, just, like...
He just, like, dropped trow and started fucking doing, like, a fucking... what do you call him? A sprinkler just...
He was sitting in one of those carts, like, for kids and stuff. He was sitting in one of those. And I'm just like, did this kid, like, whip out his penis, like, went on the way down the ramp and just started peeing? Like...
What if it was the woman and she's blaming it on her kid?
Sweet God. That's terrifying.
Right? At least there was no poop.
Thank God.
There was no poop. That
and it's
sucks.
funny because, like,
piss is bad enough, but when you gotta bring, like, poop into the mix,
like, I'm used to cleaning up dog shit and stuff because I've worked with dogs and
right.
stuff. But, like, there's a difference, man.
Yeah, people make a lot bigger poo piles.
And like, the thing is that dogs, no offense, they can't help it. If the dog has to go to the bathroom, let's say 9 o'clock at night, and it's 7 o'clock in the morning, that dog hasn't had time to piss or shit at all. And if he does shit in the house, then he shits in the house. Like, he feels horrible about it.
Maybe, or maybe he's like, he's just gonna come clean that up. Watch this.
And then, but people, like, you don't have an option.
No.
Like, if you have to go to the bathroom, there's a bathroom right over there, like, or hold it.
Yeah, and that's just scumbag parenting too. You'd have thought after, like, the first time, they've been like, do you have a bathroom or something I can take and finish whatever might be left in there?
Cashier, I'm like, yo, if that was my kid, I'd beat the fuck out of my kid. I'd beat the shit out of him.
You're just railing into him and you're like, don't worry. More people should be parenting their kids like this.
Well,
wow.
Oh, God, dude. And then there was another guy,
And she didn't even apologize. That's
yeah,
a kick right in the fucking nuggets, bro.
She didn't even apologize. We had to, like, fucking wipe down the entire cart and stuff. We had to, like, spray down.
Did it track through the whole store, or it was just centralized to one area?
Centralized in one area.
Well, I guess that's better than having to run all over the store.
Thank God.
But still, dude, like, nobody's gonna want that piss cart, and you're gonna know from now on. It's like, oh, don't use that one. That's the piss cart.
You're beating that, don't
You're beating that. Good God.
Yeah, dude.
That sucks. And there was another one you were starting to say?
Yeah, so but no, this is Christmas Eve. Me and the butcher are having a good day. You know, we're talking to each other. We're saying what we're doing for the hub for Christmas and stuff. And this guy comes down the ramp, an older guy. And a really older guy. And comes down the ramp, looks directly at me, and I look directly at him. I looked at the customer, and he's looking at me, and I said, "Can I help you, sir?" Nothing. And I'm like, alright. I'm like, okay. "Can I help you, sir?" Now, this is the whole time we're not breaking eye contact.
Yeah.
And Tyler, and other butcher comes up to me, and he's like, "Yo, dude, I think when we fell asleep." I was like, "Yeah, dude." I was like, "Yeah, fall asleep."
The lights are on, but nobody's home. He's like...
So I'm like, "Can I help you, sir?" And he's like, "Are you talking to me?"
Wow.
And I'm like...
He's literally the only one in the store. It's like the tumbleweeds are rolling by.
He literally was the only person in the entire store, and I looked right at him, and I was like, "Yeah."
Need some food, sir? Or...
looking right at you, dude.
Jeez.
Like, it just... Oh, man.
You guys definitely get some winners in there, for sure.
Dude, this...
Yeah. I mean, but that, you know, that one's not so bad. It's an old dude, and at least it would have been funnier if, like, you had been like, yeah, on the second time, and then he said something, he was like, "He peed." It would have been like, "Oh, come on.
He peed, there's no with you."
Yeah,
what
he's
the
like,
hell?
"I know." You're like, "Oh, boy."
Oh, God.
Yeah, but the first one, it's just like, you don't even apologize. You let your piss kid trail his fucking piss in the cart and don't even, like, do anything about it. No thank you, no, "Hey, sorry, my kid's stupid."
And she just picked up a kid, put him down the ground, and held him by the hand, and just walked out the door. And I'm like, dude, like, so nice of you to think that everywhere is a piss pile for your kid.
Yeah, for your kid.
Like,
it's his own
that's
private
nice.
urinal. That kid's going to grow up to go to jail. Because his mom let him pee in a store when he was like 2. Mark my words.
And then we had, just recently, actually, someone, like, did I show you the picture of the door?
Yes.
Anyway, had someone do that to the door. Now, I don't know if it's fixed or not. I'm going to find out when I go to work today. Someone had spider glassed the door. And I looked at it, and I was like, there's no way that's a cart. I'm like, a cart? I mean, first of all, there's, like...
It was pretty centralized.
Like,
it was pretty obvious what it was.
Yeah.
There was really no...
There's like those bracers on the door that the
would
car
stop
would hit
it. Yeah.
first before it hit the glass, so that doesn't happen.
Exactamundo.
So I looked at it and I'm like, yo, somebody kicked this, dude. I'm like, literally that's what it was. It was either someone was like, swung the foot to catch the door for somebody and ended up breaking it or something. Or somebody got mad and they kicked it. We actually think it's a woman who came into the store who was like, looks like someone tried to break into your place out there. Like, and as soon as, because, like, when we looked at the...
who smelt the Delta kind of deal,
yeah.
huh?
When the cashier looked at the door 5 minutes beforehand, it wasn't broken. Then you came in and you said, looks like someone tried to break into the place. And then you look back at the door and it's spider glass to shit.
I'm going to assume it was you.
It's like, you can, like, take a cart and you can ride it over to there and, like, look. And here's where the cart starts, where if it was going to hit the door, it would be this.
Kick, yeah.
This is where the crack was, which is just perfect around for your foot.
Yep.
And it happened on the... I don't know if it was inside or outside. Couldn't be outside. I don't know. I have no idea.
I don't know. That sucks. And you never found out who did it, though, huh? Just all speculation?
Yep.
Got some real winners that come up in there.
You know,
and I love that people think that they can do whatever they want.
Yeah.
Just in general.
Yep.
You know, not necessarily just people at your store. Just people anywhere and everywhere. Like, I have a big thing where people will, like, bring their shopping baskets up, and, you know, you take care of them, you finish the transaction, and then you just leave the shopping basket there on the counter, and I'm like, is that where you got that from? Like, Pretty sure that's not where that goes.
Walk 2
and it's
feet.
like, yeah.
Actually, you walk out of the door where you put them in when you came in, so it just...
Yeah. But, I mean,
over.
it's just little things like that. It's like, come on, man. Like...
Yeah.
Like, when they say the world's your oyster, that doesn't mean, like, the world is your bitch, and everybody gets to, like, take care of all your little minutia that you don't want to because you feel entitled and you don't have to do this because it's, you know...
So...
I don't know, it's frustrating.
The other butcher and myself, I hate this guy. When I see him, my blood starts boiling. The dude looks like Peter Griffin.
Okay.
But an extremely old version of Peter Griffin.
Hmm.
And he... is the biggest asshole I have ever met in my entire life. He's at the deli counter for about half an hour. He's at the meat counter for about 20 minutes and has both of us doing stuff for him. He gets that many things, and he's a dick about it.
Is he really?
He told me that I should go check myself into a psychiatric ward, that I should go and get my head examined. Just these mean comments. I mean, it's like, you know, like, dude.
Piss off. That's just somebody that has that's just miserable, man.
He puts all the stuff in his cart. And when he checks out everything, he puts everything on the counter. And puts the stuff back in the cart. After it's bagged and everything. And then he walks over and he grabs the stuff out of the cart and just walks out the door and leaves the cart
right in the middle of everything, yeah.
It's just like, dude.
Yep. See, that's the kind of stuff I'm talking about, dude. It's like, you know, granted, it's not everybody, but most people I see just have no courtesy. You know what I mean? And there are a lot that do. Don't get me wrong. There are a lot of people who do and are very well-mannered and will do, you know, what they're supposed to do. But it's like anything else. The negative ones stick out more because you see it more often than you do the nice people and stuff like that. Yeah, dude. And it's really, like, it's sad.
He comes in, once every 2 weeks. He just came in on Sunday.
Well, at least you know you won't have to see him for another 2 weeks.
Thank God. Complete asshole, man.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of them, but it's unfortunate. They just happen to all congregate at your store. It's funny.
And, like, the thing is, like, I told my boss before, I'm like, I'm going to say something to this guy. I'm going to say something to him because I don't like this guy and he has no problem saying something to me. I don't have... if I didn't even want to rely on your answer, I would talk back to him because I'm sorry, I'm a human being. You don't talk to me that way.
Yeah.
You don't talk to me like I'm a piece of garbage. You don't talk to me like I'm lesser than you.
Yeah, unless you know you. And then we could do that all day.
Just because I'm behind the counter and you're not, doesn't mean that you're a greater human being than me.
That's true. And I think a lot of people don't.
Yeah. People just
think
assume
of
that,
they
if,
just treat
if
you
you're
like
behind
a
the
piece
counter,
of shit, yeah.
then I'm better than you. Well,
Yep.
it's just like, okay, well, let's look at it this way. I'm providing food for your family.
And I was just going to say, I was like, you'd think these people would have ever heard of the phrase, you know, you don't bite the hand that feeds you. But they do, constantly, and especially there. Especially there. And it's like...
Dude, I was bringing a deli platter out to the register for this one woman. And she flipped out on the cashier because she was charged $2 in tax. I'm like, deli platter is a prepared food item, therefore there was tax. And she bogged out. She bought the platter, but she bogged out. And
over $2?
Yeah.
I would have...
like,
I would have put down $5 and I'd have been like, look here, don't come back. Like, it's money well spent.
Yep.
That's the other thing I love is like when something is wrong, people will bug out at the first person they see, and even though it's like something way beyond your control, they just bug on you because you're right there, and it's like, you know, you're
sky blue.
Yeah,
I'm a butcher. I don't know.
I make bagels. I don't know.
I'm a bagel maker. I don't know these things.
You should like fire back at them and like, yeah, and you know what? Why are poppy seeds so small? And they'll be like, yeah, and then they'll think they have a friend, and then you just get them. Yeah, that stinks, man. Yeah, it's tough. It's a tough world out there, man. There's a lot of negativity out there.
Yep. It sucks.
Which is why we gotta punch it right in the dick hole with some fun and some smiling and some good stuff out there.
Damn sure.
Have you done any good deeds for any customers lately? I know you're a big fan of that and that you have definitely done stuff like that in the past.
No, I have not.
Slacking.
I think mainly because, like, it's just, like, I don't have the funds to do that. Like, obviously, I'll hold the door open for someone.
Oh, right. Well, that still counts. That absolutely still counts.
That's what I do every day. But, like, insofar as...
Yeah, buying people's food for them and stuff like that.
Groceries and stuff, I haven't because I don't have the funds for it. Like,
well, again, we are just coming off the holidays, so that is understandable, 100%.
But I don't know, man. I've just been showing up to work because I've been getting readily pissed off my job, and I'm just like, I don't care about anyone that comes in here because 95% of the time you have dicks, you have assholes, you have 5% that's actually nice, that's actually decent, and then you have, I don't know, that's 100%. Okay, I'm sorry, 94% you have assholes, 5% you actually have nice people, and then the 1%, oh, how I love the 1%. They are dicks, but try to make you seem like they're your best friend.
Oh, yeah, those are the worst. They're like sleazy as anything.
There's a guy
I don't like you, don't try to be my buddy.
There's a guy who comes over, and I've nicknamed him Jackie Chan.
Wow, okay.
And he comes over, and he's like, I'm like, I see him, and I'm just like, and I'm like, can I help you today, sir? Yeah, buddy, how are you today? And I'm like, I'm not your buddy, don't call me that. And I've said that to him.
Really?
I'm like, I'm not your buddy, don't call me buddy. I don't know you. You don't know me. You're a dick.
Is he a dick because he called you buddy, or was there something that led up to that?
Dick.
Oh, okay.
He's just an asshole person.
I'm like, so far all I'm hearing is the guy called you buddy. You told him that you're not his buddy and he's a dick. I'm like, you're kind of sounding like the asshole in that so far. But if there was precedent set where he was kind of a jerk,
yeah.
Before this, now I get it. I was like, I was confused for a minute there.
And it's just like, I have those people who come over to the counter and they're very monotone. Can I get that? I get that for him, put it on the counter. Can I get that? Get that for him, put it on the counter. Can I have that? And I'm just like,
you want a bullet? Like, you just seem fed up with everything. Here you go. It'll be cheaper than the food.
A bullet costs like $1. Like, here you go.
You know what I love? And I'm gonna kind of lump these in with the 1%. Is how about the ones that'll be like super nice to you, but as soon as something goes wrong, you're the first person they flip shit on, and you're like, "Whoa, we're not friends now."
It's like we're not cool.
And that just sours the entire rest of it, because next time you see them, they'll come in. And granted, everybody has a bad day.
Yep.
Everybody has a bad day.
Yep, that's for sure.
But if you're doing that as a consistent behavior where you're coming in and you're trying to be all cool and buddy on our first name basis, then the first time you're like charged $1 wrong or something else, or like it's like bong, and you're like, oh, you are scary, sir. And
someone's like, you got flying steak? No, I don't. Everywhere I've been going, I cannot find flying steak anywhere.
Like, cool. Well, I can only speak for here. Okay. We're sorry. What do you want me to do? You want me to go spank Walmart or something like that? Actually, that doesn't sound like a bad idea. Walmart, you're fucking greasy.
I actually had a woman the day after Thanksgiving. No. I think it was the day before Thanksgiving, the day or 2 days before it. This woman comes up, and she was asking if we had the Italian cookie Ladyfingers, which we usually do,
right.
But this year we didn't because we didn't sell them. So I told her, I'm like, no, unfortunately we don't. Dude, this woman, man, oh my God.
Vein starts pulsing in her forehead. You're like,
she's like, everywhere I've gone, I swear, everywhere I've gone, and it's almost like she was talking to herself, and I'm like right there, and I'm just like, I can hear.
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, you're using your inside your head voice on the outside.
Like everywhere I'm going, this is ridiculous. Market 32 doesn't have them. Price Chopper doesn't have them. They don't have them. I don't know where I'm gonna go. And I'm like, yeah, ma'am, there's the Walmart up the street.
Yeah, it's like there's other places to go. But again, it's like, and you know what? I like the people that do that, but then are like, I'm sorry, you know, they're like, I'm just talking to myself. And then it's like, I get it, you're frustrated and stuff. But for the people that are just like, I don't get it. You guys don't fucking have it. Well, Peach Up doesn't have it. Fucking Hanford doesn't have it. I'm gonna be Bubbles now, apparently, because I'm all fucking gussied up. You know, and then they just kind of go at it, and you're like, again, I can only apologize for us not having it. Like,
dude,
do you think we all get together and are like, how can we screw this one particular lady? I know, guys. No Ladyfingers. No Ladyfingers. Let's just hide the Ladyfingers.
So the woman left, and she came back, bro. She came back.
In a better mood?
No.
Oh, God.
And she was like, she says to the cashier, where is the guy that sent me to Walmart? And
oh, stop.
And I'm on the counter, and I'm like, oh, sweet.
That's what you get for trying to help somebody out.
And she goes over to the counter. She's like, I will have you know.
Oh, my God.
She's like, I'll have you know, Walmart does not have them. And I'm like, okay,
cool, I was trying to help. Oh, you know what you should have done? Maybe called them first, or like...
Dude, just like the way she came back in, like...
And why doesn't you call like a bakery?
That's what
or
I
like
told,
a cookie place. Like you guys are like
I'm
a meat and deli place.
I'm like, man,
Walmart
like,
is
she was telling me about the whole hour, and I'm like, well, there's 2 bakeries that I know of in the area. Well, why didn't you say that to me beforehand? I'm like,
because Walmart's closer, it's right there, and I just wanted to get you the fuck out of my store, lady. I'm not gonna lie, you're being kind of a bitch.
Those bakeries are closed.
Closed.
It's 6:00 at night, like the day before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, no. And again, you'd think that would be something she would have prepped for.
Yeah.
Or God forbid, go online, find a recipe, and make your own damn Ladyfingers.
She came back again.
Oh, God, no. In a better mood this
No.
time? Oh, Lord. Oh,
dude.
Okay.
And she came back, and she comes over to the meat counter, and she is not happy with me, bro. She's like, I need to speak to your manager. And I'm like, well, because, you know, he had already left.
He had left for the day, yeah. So it's like, you're talking to him.
You're looking at him. And she's like,
you're the manager?
You're the manager?
That's always the response. That's always the response. That's always the response. When they're like, I want to talk to the manager, and the manager's not there, but you happen to be the person in charge. They're like, well, he's not here, but that's me. You're like, they're like, you're in charge? I'm like, yeah.
I always tell them. She's like, well, I don't get the fancy job title or the fancy name or the pay increase, but I'm the closest thing the store's got to one. What can I do for you?
That's pretty apt.
And she's like, well, I went to those bakeries and they didn't have them either. Is there like a shortage or something? I'm like,
is there anybody else? I wonder if does she go to all the other stores and bitch at them like this and just continually go back? Or she's making like separate trips just to bitch you about other places not having, and then you trying to help?
Surprised.
Lady.
Like,
lady. My God. I
some
people need help.
she's like, my Thanksgiving
is ruined. Uh-huh.
And I'm like, well, I'm sorry to hear that, ma'am. She's like, you want to know why it was ruined? Because we didn't have the right dessert. And I was like,
wow, but the turkey and the main course came out. Everybody was satisfied with their meal. I'm sure that as soon as, like, dinner's done and everybody's like, oh, that was a wonderful meal. No Ladyfingers? Like the pitchforks and the axes and the torches come out. Whose Thanksgiving is ruined by not having the right dessert? Is there any wrong dessert? I'm not a dessert guy, but I feel that, like, if you have dessert...
According to her, I ruined her Thanksgiving. So I was like, you know, she leaves the store, and I'm like...
I would have been like, I also do Christmases, bar mitzvahs, brisses, circumcisions.
I'm like, I ruined her Thanksgiving. I'm like, oh, you know what?
Dude, if her
she ruined her own Thanksgiving.
Yeah, and if her Thanksgiving was so easily ruined as just by not having Ladyfinger cookies, then you know what? If it wasn't that, it was going to be something else. So, you know what? miserable people out there. And I feel sorry for them. I really do. How are you going to live your whole life like that? That's got to be absolutely terrible. That's got to be absolutely terrible to just be so miserable all the time. And just feel like you're so insignificant. And this is coming from a guy who's got severe self-esteem issues. You know what I mean? I'm getting better. I'm getting a lot better. 2019 was actually a really good year for that. But I'm saying you feel that insignificant that you just got to be miserable to everybody around you. You know what? Maybe you should just like move to Alaska or something and yell at a moose. See how far that gets you. He'll really ruin your Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like
there for Thanksgiving.
Ruin your Thanksgiving. I'd have been like, cool. If I had known it was that easy, I would be doing it for more people. I don't know. Has she been back since?
Yeah.
Jeez, I don't have any good stories. I have one, but the lady was really nice about it. Yeah, I really can't even put her on blast. She was really cool about it, so I don't have any freaking like, I don't have any crazy stories to tell you. A couple people have gotten a little bit rude, but I mean, it's nothing like where you work or like, you know, some people at where I used to work.
Yeah, it's just the people, man. I'm literally like.
And again, it's not everybody. It's not everybody. There's just an awful lot of miserable people out there.
I get at least anywhere from 2 to 4 people a day. A day.
Yeah.
Oh, your stuff in the freezer is frozen?
You drove here? People let you out of the house without rubber pants on? Wow.
There's this woman who comes over to the counter and
everything in your freezer frozen. Good God.
And she is like the definition of airhead. Like,
okay.
But she's really nice, so I'm not gonna blast her.
Yeah.
She was nice. She's just the real airhead. Like, come on, like you have to have some common sense. But I mean, again, whatever. There was one time where she looked at the ingredients for this chili mix. She puts it on the counter, and she's like, I have a question, dear. And I was like, yeah. I was like, sure, how can I help you? And she was like, oh, okay, can you read this off to me? And I'm like, yeah. So I read it off to her and stuff, and I was like, she's like, okay, well, can I get a pound of chuck then? And I'm like, yeah, sure, no problem. So get that to her and stuff, and like, she like, there was something like on the other side of the store that she was looking at, and then she was like, oh God, my eyes are so terrible. I can't even see that. And I told her, I'm like it's like maybe 7 feet away.
Yeah, it's
like,
not a big store. You could it's not a big store.
It literally looked like
you could underhand toss a softball across your store with ease, and you'd clear it.
And she was like, it was the sub of the week. And she was looking over the sign. She was like, I can't read that. She's like,
from your counter?
Yeah.
That's bad. She should not be driving.
She's like, can you read what's on the counter? What's on the sign? And I'm like, it says Italian mix, and that's pretty big lettering. Yeah. And I'm like, ma'am, how did you get here? And she was like, well, I drove. And I was like,
oh, that's scary.
That's dangerous.
Nice.
And like,
I was gonna say maybe she wanted to check out your Junies, but if you could just read it from there, you just go like that and read what it is. So yeah. I had one woman one time. This is great. This was back at Primal, and it was probably one of the funniest things I'd ever heard in my life. And it's working in food, you hear a lot of them. You hear a lot of interesting things. So this woman is telling me, really cool lady. What's a nice diplomatic way to put this? She seemed distracted. Just very distracted. Okay, there we go. That's the nicest. Okay. So, but anyway, she's very, very cool. And she's telling me, she's like, we were talking about, she's like, I'm not a really a big cooker. She's like, but I want to cook for my new boyfriend and stuff like that. I'm like, that's solid. That's awesome. You want to make a nice first impression? She goes, but he's not letting me cook now because the other night she went to go make, like, it was some kind of, like, lobster and pasta, right? It was some kind of thing. So she cooked up the lobster. It was like lobster and Alfredo or something like that. And she had the lobster and the sauce already. And she was reading the directions on the pasta. And it's put pasta into skillet and da-da-da. But she didn't cook the pasta first. She just literally added the pasta into it and like stirred it up and was like, it's done. And I was just like, oh my God. And your man's still with you? All right. Okay. Whew. But that was one of the funniest things. She was like, well, and she was laughing about it. So she took it very well, but I was just like, it said, add pasta to dish. And she just didn't even cook it. I'm like, did you cook it first? It's like, no. I'm like, oh God. And these people are procreating. These people are having kids.
Wow.
You know?
Christmas Eve, Butcher and myself are out in front of the meat counter and stuff. And this woman comes over and she's like hitting on him. Not obviously not you, but him.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, God, go get him, Tiger. I'm gonna go in the back and get my drink. So I went in back, I grabbed my drink, came back out, and she was still talking to him. And I was like, Jesus Christ. And she ends up walking away. And like the other butcher looks at me and he's like, I'm like, yo, dude.
You alright?
Well, you alright? Yeah, you good? He's like, dude, I think I was just hit on. And I was like,
it happens. It happens.
These kind of things happen. So I'm just like, alright, well, what happened? So he told. She came over to the counter. I'm almost
scared now. I haven't heard this story.
She came over to the counter and said, I'm here to pick up my roast. So Tyler was like, okay, well, I'll go grab your roast. He went back, he grabbed it, brought it out for her. And he's like, oh, we also have a cooking instruction sheet. She's like, oh, I don't need one of those. I need somebody like you to come to my house to cook for me. And he
was she an older lady?
No.
She got money?
So
guys could be pigs and opportunists too. Knock it off.
So I said to him, just like, yo, what are you still doing here, dude? Go home and make that for her.
I'm saying.
I'm like, she clearly doesn't have anyone home to go make that for her. Go make that for her. He's like, dude. He's like, I really wanted to. And I'm like, it is 1 o'clock. We close at 3 o'clock. Get your ass over here. I'll take it for her. And he was like, he started laughing. I was like, dude, like, you can't make this shit up, dude.
No, you really can't.
I don't think I told you the story. There's a woman who comes over to the prepared foods every other day, more heavily on weekends. And when she sees me, she says,
excuse me, man.
There's the man of my dreams. Every single time she comes in. And so I was just kind of like, all right, I never say anything. I'm just like, all right, I want to say something this time. So sure enough, she comes in, she says, there's the man of my dreams. And I'm like, well, you must not be looking very far because I'm the man of most people's nightmares.
That or I'd been like, you need a better imagination or something like that.
And she's like, oh no, like there was a customer that fell in the store and she came in, so she was talking to them or something, just making sure that the woman that fell was okay. And I walked over and the woman looks at me and she's like, oh, big strappy young guy here, I'll help you up. And I'm just like, thanks. I'm like, yay.
And that's nice. I mean, we're making fun of the situation, but that's tolerable. I mean, that's fun. And to be honest, man, it's all right. Like, guys like you and I do not get hit on a lot. So even in jest, it's still kind of nice to feel wanted. Or like, let's be like, well, at least somebody out there thinks I'm cool looking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But and plus, it's not like you ruined my Thanksgiving, lady. I'll take getting hit on by some
It's like, oh God, thank Jesus.
Yeah.
It's like turning into like a mountain troll. You ruined my Thanksgiving. It pulls out like a club made of stone.
It's got like the little nubs on it and stuff.
Oh my God.
I need an adult.
But it's funny because like the cleanup guy was saying to me, he was like, he always laughs because I always tell him all tiny stories about this customer and stuff that that I supposedly like. And he's like, dude, it literally sounds like like the people you like, you don't like them. And I was like, I ain't got no friends here. Sure, this guy came and I was like, hey, how are you? Like, actually a really nice customer. Like, I love dealing with this guy. He gets flagged all the time, but like the dude's mad nice, so I don't care. And and after I was done helping him, walked him back and clinic guy looks at me and he's like, do you like him? And I was like, he's actually nice.
He's
yes.
actually cool, yeah. It'd be funny if you stand up at the cash register and he hears it and he's like, yes. Because he's even more needy than we are. He's like, oh, thank God.
The dude's like mad chill. He's a truck driver. He comes in every Sunday for fillets and only wants to deal with me. If I'm not there,
he'll just turn around and leave.
He won't even get anything. He'll just walk in. Oh, it's not him by the meat counter. I'll turn around and
See, and that's something cool too, man, is if you have a following. You know what I mean?
I have this...
means you're good at what you do.
I have this one guy...
people like you.
This one guy comes in, and he's like, do you do stuff? And I was like,
what do you mean? How much?
I play video games, if that counts. He's like, no, like, do you ever like go outside and just like kind of like done? And I'm like, not always.
From the car into McDonald's. That's outside.
And he's like, you're always here.
Yeah.
Every time I come in here, you're behind that meat counter, and I'm like, yeah, I know. Like, bills don't pay themselves.
I was just gonna say that. It's like, yeah, bills don't pay themselves. But thanks for noticing. Like, and see, that's people that I like because they're like, man, that dude like works all the time. And I guarantee you, they talk about you when they leave too. It's like, oh, that guy over at insert meat store name here is like, super nice and like they talk about you, which is cool too.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, long roundabout way short. There are a lot of good people too.
Wow.
It's just the rude ones are much more fun to just dig into and just be like, oh, what the fuck is wrong with those people? And just make fun of them. The nice people.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
They are clearly dead.
Yeah. They are?
Oh man. That's.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, man. That's pretty much all I got.
Yeah. I didn't even prepare for this.
No. That was pretty good, though.
I didn't
either.
I never do.
Well, maybe Mike, he'll be here next week and be able to do that idea.
Yeah.
We'll figure that out. Well, all right. If you got nothing else, bud. Me neither. I got nothing else either. All right, guys. Well, thank you guys for tuning in to the first podcast of 2020. Also, ironically, episode 20 of these. I want to obviously thank Tumbles for stopping in. Always appreciate it, buddy. And guys, always appreciate it, never necessary. But if you like what we're doing, hit the subscribe button, leave a like, post notification bell, comments, money, whatever you want to do. Yeah, fuck it.
I like money.
I like money too. Get the parking lot fixed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not going to get into your pocket or paycheck or anything like that. But we're going to fix the...
Basically, my paycheck is
the
that
parking lot. Yeah, you can claim it in name only. Guys, go out there and do good things because no one else is going to. If everybody did one good thing for somebody else each day, this world would not be such a bad place. From everybody here at HefTV, thanks for watching. We love you, and we'll catch you next time on HefTV.
I have to get like a snowplow. No, we got the plow.
Yeah, we got the plow. We just needed the rock salt.